Hi guys, it's Anime Kitty Evolved today and everything. So since you guys are really starting to watch my channel, what if? So I see like 55 of y'all. So it's just like going up every so slightly, and so I found my way to get much encouraged to do a remake of What If Deku was a vampire. So yeah, so into the intro. So, hi guys, it's Anime Kitty Evolved today and everything. And you already know I'm doing the remake. So, you know. So, let's get into what if. So, what happens is that Deku, when he's born, and he's not like any normal kid. Like, he's more scarier than the other kids because they made rumors about Deku about being a vampire, and it looks like he denied all of those. And sometimes in his dreams he wondered, was he a vampire? Like, if he was a vampire, he'd like suck everybody's blood and he'll kill all of UA. And yeah. No, he would at least go to UA and like try to kill the people first of all. Get your hair cut. Bro, I did. Okay, let's just get into what if, kid. What if you had a hair loss? Stop saying that. Okay, I'm gonna just get into what if. So what happens is that if he had no passion. So what happens is that when he's a kid, when he's nearby Bakugo, he would smell something good. But he would always like deny it, and he'd be like, I'm not a vampire, this is not what I want to do.
Yeah,
and
what if
so
Deku was never even a character?
just shut up! Shut up! No more what ifs. Okay, so where we get started is like when Deku is pronounced quirkless, he's like saddened by this, and some nights he's sometimes when he's in his bed he would like black out, and the next thing he knows he's like outside of his house, like on the ground, and he's like, what happened? And so I'm gonna tell you what happened. He blacked out and his vampire instincts kicked in and started looking for prey. But so he killed like, I'll say about 2 to 3 people. Well, and so yeah, the cops would know about this, and so like he would get found out. And so when he goes to his room, he would feel something cold on his lip, and he touches it, and only to see it's blood. He freaks out a tiny bit, and he's like, what the heck? Why do I have blood on my lip? Well, it feels like blood. Well, it could just be something else. And he washes it off, and so he goes to bed. And the next day, when he's nearby Bakugo, and Bakugo would tease him, and everything would go the same as anime until he's like 10. One time, he blackouts, and he finds himself in a whole different new city. And he's like, what happened? And so he's like, oh God, this keeps on happening. And he's like, why did I have to be a vampire of all things? And I'll say the only reason he's a vampire is because his dad was, and he wanted to make a humanoid person, but it would just end up being just a vampire. Well, yeah, he would be stronger than normal vampires because he's like a human hybrid. But yeah, hybrids are kind of the same, like human hybrids. That's what I'm just gonna say he is. And so, yeah, what happens is that sludge villain attack, he would dodge it until he would get hit by the sludge villain, and everything would go to as canon as that. And so when he goes to UA, like one time he blacks out in UA, and everyone's like wondering like why did he just suddenly drop to the ground. And so then they like see him getting up. And so what happens is he walks out of UA, and the teachers are like, come back here, but he doesn't listen. And so he goes off, and the next day, there's found 20 people dead. He's like, well, I guess I'll just have to live this life. Being a vampire, frick, I'm gonna have to go back. Being a vampire, this is not easy. And he's like crying a tiny bit. And he watches off, and he goes, and he would tell his mom, he's like, oh, that's a get away from me. And he's like, wait, no, I would never hurt you, don't. And he's like, why don't you? No. And he's like, well, I guess since you're human, I'll be a hybrid. And so what happens, she says a hybrid, and she says maybe my dad was a vampire. And so they're like, what? And so she's just now all finding this out, and so she blacks out, and next thing she wakes up in her room, she like sees Deku's like right next to her, and she's like, I can't, I won't, I can't. And she's like wakes up and she's like, what? Who are you? And she's like, I'm your son. And she's like frozen because he's starting to go into vampire state, and then he full on blacks out. And the next day he wakes up, he's like he sees his mom like acting weird, like acting like nothing happened, because when his vampire instincts kicked in, he sucked his mom. That sounds weird. Well, bit his mom, and so in the neck, and he would drain a tiny bit of blood before doing something. He would heal her, and he would convince her to act like none of this happens. Whenever he uses his vampire style, she has no effect on it, and so that's where I'm gonna leave it off, because this is 11 minutes long, and I should have talked more about his life. So yeah, just in the next part I'm gonna talk about when he's like 8 and the killings that he keeps on going through. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for the remake part 1 of What If Deku Was a Vampire remake. So here we go, and